An important characteristic in the visual arts is texture. Texture can refer to how the surface of an object feels. Neoclassical sculptors like Houdon were very interested in carefully depicting the very intricate folds of fabric, the texture of skin and hair, and so their subtractive carving reflects a high degree of attention to this element of texture. We see this same effect in this neoclassical sculpture by Canova. Particularly, we'll see a great deal of detail in the carefully coiffed hair of our ideal woman. Since bronze statues are first created by modeling in clay, sculptors have an easier time in shaping the various textures of fabric, or hair, skin, and so on, as demonstrated in this view of Heber C. Kimball. The bronzes of Frederick Remington capture not only the action of a moment through line, but by the variety of surfaces of the range, the horse, the rider, and all their accoutrements. Another obvious type of tactile texture is shown in this facsimile of a Byzantine mosaic. The specific pieces of tile and glass, known as tesserae, show a variation in depth as they are set into the mortar of the wall, floor, or other surface where the mosaic is to be assembled. Visual texture refers to how the object looks like it might feel. It is an attempt to create the illusion of a surface. We look, we don't touch. Notice how Greuze has, through the use of chiaroscuro, light and shadow, and various brush techniques, given this oil painting the appearance of varied materials: fabric, straw, and flowers. This Michelangelo painting, completed when the Renaissance artist was only about 13 years old, shows his attention to the visual textures of his subjects. It was said that he studied fish in the Florence markets so that he could more carefully display the shiny scales on a couple of the demons in this work. It is this element, visual textural variety, which in part accounts for the enduring popularity of Jan van Eyck's Arnolfini wedding portrait. It's a study of depicting different surfaces while staying within the confines of a two-dimensional art form. Oh, what oil can do! During the Impressionist and later Modernist movements in art, artists used paint to emphasize a tactile quality to their two-dimensional surfaces. Monet's Weeping Willow shows this buildup of thick paint layers. In so doing, we are now connected to the act of painting. We visually perceive his technique. No artist is more well known for this approach than Vincent van Gogh. His building up of layers of oil paint, known as impasto, is a hallmark of his style. Moving away from oil, the master Renaissance printmaker Albrecht Dürer created small cross-hatched marks in the metal plates for his engravings to give variety and clarity to his subjects. Look at the minute designs, which create a sense of both surface variety and depth.